This is a guided meditation. It is called The Race. I want you to breathe deep with me. In through your nose and out through your mouth. In through your nose and out through your mouth. In through your nose and out through your mouth. Now close your eyes and imagine that you've been training for a 15-kilometer race for the last year. And you're at the site of the race, and you're 2 kilometers into the race, and you're winning the race. And you're on a runner's high, so you don't even feel tired. But there's this beautiful blue bird, light blue bird, that keeps flying past you as if it's beckoning to you. And you wonder what the meaning of the bird is. And as you're wondering, you notice that you're losing ground in the race. And others are moving faster and closer to you. So you try to speed up, but you can't take your eyes off that bird. That beautiful light blue bird. It seems to be hovering so that you can see her. And you keep running, and now it just feels grueling. It feels like the race is just a grueling, cruel exercise and masochism. And you don't know how you're going to finish. And you hear a whisper, and it says, "Follow me." And so you look at the bird, and the bird is flying into the woods next to the road where the race is. So you're so tired at this point that you just follow the bird into the woods. And as soon as you enter into the woods, your energy returns to you. And so you are tempted to go back to the race because you're agonizing over all these people who you are going to win against. All these people who you're going to beat, now running far, far, far ahead of you. But the bird says, "Let it go. For the race goes not to the swift or the strong, but to she that endures." And so you reluctantly follow the bird, and you run in the woods. And as you run in the woods, you see your life flash before you. And you see how often you did things just to receive from what you did. You see how often you put your time into things that would only benefit you without considering those less fortunate. And you even saw how many times you prayed over your food without praying for a single person who was starving in that moment. And the bird whispered to you in some telepathic language, don't feel guilt, don't feel shame, you're only human. And just as the bird said that, a heavy weight falls from your heart, and you feel even lighter, and you're running even faster with the bird. And you look back at the race, and everybody is so far ahead, you don't see how you could possibly catch them. But now it seems different. Now the bird is what you're most concerned about. Somehow, in just a short period of time, the bird has become your teacher, and the woods your classroom. And so the bird teaches you as you run through the woods of harmony and balance and peace and moderation. And the bird teaches you many wonderful things as well. And for the first time in your life, you notice the animals in the woods as people, not just objects to shoot at or scenery to look at, but real people with souls. And you run following the bird, and the bird says, get on top of me. And you ask the bird, you say, how could I possibly get on top of you? And the bird says, with me all things are possible. Just jump up and I'll fly under you. So as you're running through the woods, you jump up and the bird flies under you. And you land on the bird, and all of a sudden, the bird is huge. And the bird is flying you out of the woods into the clouds. And the bird says, the best view of how things really are is from the bottom. But I will spare you that. And we will look from the top, which is somewhat good. And the bird shows you your world in its beauty and in its wickedness, in its love and in its violence. And you realize that all your life you've been living a script written by someone else. And you ask the bird, what shall become of us? And the bird said, one by one, I will lure you out of the race, which is an illusion, into the true journey of life. And you begin to cry, and tears drop from your eyes to the ground. And you ask the bird, take me back to the race. And the bird says, are you sure? And you say, yes, I want to talk to my brothers and sisters. So the bird flies you back to the race and drops you at the finish line, where your brothers and sisters have been for hours, celebrating their victories and accomplishments. And they ask you, where have you been? And you say, I've been on the journey of life. And they say, no, you missed the race. And you say, no, life is no race. Life is a journey. And they all get angry with you. And they start calling you a derelict and unfocused. They start saying that you're a communist. They start saying that you're super spiritual, you're so spiritual that you're no earthly good. They start saying that you have no work ethic and that you lack focus and ambition. And just before you get angry, the bird says, jump on me. And you jump on the bird, and the bird shrinks both of you down to the size of dust. And you fly into the bodies of all of the people who were scoffing at you. And you see the bird in each of them. But you see great pain keeping their hearts and their minds from hearing what the bird has to say. And great compassion fills your heart, and you understand. And with your tears now flowing, you say, bird, fly me to my family. So the bird flies you to your husband and your son and your daughter who didn't come with you to the race. And you look them in the eyes and you cry to them and you say, forgive me, for I have been running this race with you as though it is something to win. Children, I have pushed you too hard. Husband, I have called you a failure when you did not. Succeed on any particular job you were on. But now I see that life is no race. Life is a journey. And from now on, things will be different. And just as you're about to embrace your family, you see the bird transform herself into a beautiful brown angel. And she says, my child, you have learned your lesson. Now teach others. And you ask the bird, who are you? And the bird says, my name is not as important as my character. teach people my character, and I will one day tell you my name. And so the bird flew away, and you and your family lived happy.